Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli with Little Blue.
How you doing?
Yep, and yeah, you're kind of quiet for just a sec.
You know,
Okay.
figured I might as well say hey.
Yeah. Well, now he's joining me doing the reviewing some live action classic Disney films. So now we are with Little Blue now reviewing, of course, have to review this, of course, one of our favorites, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I think one of Disney's gems, and their best one of the best live action classic Disney films.
All I can say is I love that ship. I love
Nautilus.
the Nautilus. I love that ship so much. It was the whole design. I mean, it was really well thought out in the designing.
Well, and straight from the Jules Verne novel.
Exactly. But it was and you
the
got to give Jules Verne
the Nautilus
props.
The way the Nautilus looks in the film, it's just like how it is in the book.
Pretty much, I think it's the way it's described. It's the way it was, I guess, imagined from the books, but it's very efficient in the way that it cuts through the hull of a ship.
Exactly.
And takes it down. So it's just one of those movies that it's a must see.
Yes, it is a must see, especially if any of you have Disney Plus.
Exactly, it's on Disney Plus.
Yep. But with the movie itself, it's great, right? Fantastic. Yes, it is. And with the cast of characters, and they're all great. James Mason as Captain Nemo.
Yes.
The legendary Kirk Douglas, as Ned Land. Yeah, that's right. Even you have three big stars. We have at that time big three stars in this: James Mason, Kirk Douglas, and Peter Lorre.
Exactly.
Yep, as Conceal, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, and also Paul Lucas. He's alongside with Ned Land and Conceal. Yeah, because all three of them they're on they make their way onto the Nautilus after a ship that they're on. It got destroyed by the Nautilus.
Exactly.
Because basically Nemo, he's practically he's given up on humanity and destroys anything that he sees. That's danger or anything like that.
Yeah, that he sees as a risk to the environment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was genius, but he was also a madman.
Yes, a madman. I guess he wasn't really a bad man. He just,
Just his loyalties were misplaced.
Misplaced, right? Misplaced.
And misaligned.
That's understood.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that's in the film, and even not to mention because remember there was even a sea lion, a sea lion sidekick with Ned.
It was interesting to see Kirk Douglas, singing and playing guitar and all that. That was the musical element of just about any Disney movie that you would see from that era.
And and heck, even sailors they sung,
Sure.
And I love and the song that's in the film. I think it's the only song to the film. And it's "Whale of a Tale," and it's really good. And Kirk Douglas singing it. So
Exactly.
And also some of those clips with those scenes with whenever Nemo would play his organ, And what's really cool is the organ itself. It's actually it's been in the Haunted Mansion in the ballroom. Yeah, you knew about that, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also a couple of sequences that I remember very well, and I'm sure everybody knows. One sequence when they're on an island, and with Ned, he pours water on his face, and he happens to look up, and thus he sees skulls. There are natives on that island.
Exactly.
And even that one scene where Nemo he takes care of those natives, electrocuting them on the Nautilus.
Exactly.
So that, and everybody knows this scene so well. The giant squid attack, the squid sequence.
Yeah, the giant squid. I actually saw a photograph just a few days ago on the internet. And it was a giant octopus, and it reminded me of that giant squid from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And it was a big octopus. I mean, very tame. There was a diver, and he was actually hanging onto one of its tentacles and actually kind of standing on one of its tentacles, and it seemed really interactive with him. I don't know if I would have wouldn't have wanted to get that close to it, for the very reason that it could, it could decide to turn him into a play toy and kill him.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that photo. You have to show me that.
No, I'll have to show it to you. Yeah. It's really beautiful, but it reminded me of that giant squid.
Yeah, but I also found
Kraken.
Yeah, but it's a squid in this.
Exactly.
But I found out about this because originally the squid sequence it was actually filmed in the daytime, but Disney suggested that they film it in the nighttime so that the strings wouldn't be shown.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? with it being shot at night, for that sequence being set in the night and a storm, it goes so well. You couldn't even see. All you'd see is the squid itself.
Yes.
Yeah, and even if it's nighttime, like, you can still see very well, what's going on. But especially because at the end of the film, because like the Nautilus, it kind of goes down. Like it's like, you remember exactly what goes on?
I can't remember exactly, but it was a you're just like to see that ship go down,
And Nemo was kind of dying.
Yeah.
Like, what was going on with Nemo?
I would have to go back. It's been so long since I've seen the movie. I'm just remembering highlights, and there's certain key parts of that movie that I still don't remember. But now you've got me. I've got to go back and watch the whole thing again. Watch the movie.
Yeah,
again.
we should too. We should definitely give it another watch.
Yeah, but I'm saying from the standpoint of nostalgia and from the standpoint of what I remember the movie. It's been probably 2 years since I've seen the movie. But
I remember watching that the day when Kirk Douglas died. I watched it in memory of him. So
yeah, I remember that.
I posted that on Facebook. So
I remember that well.
Yeah, because people would do something like that. Watch something when you hear that somebody had died.
Exactly.
And thus what I did, Kurt Russell in 20,000 Leagues.
Right.
But and at the end of the film, because as all three of them, the main characters, they get off, they're on a boat and such. Even the seal joins in as well.
Yep.
As the Nautilus goes down, the ocean kind of, the waves and such, we get a speech from Nemo, very put speech, and thus the movie ends,
Exactly.
So what do we have to, any last words on 20,000 Leagues? What do we,
It's a Disney classic. Check it out.
One of their biggest gems,
One of their biggest gems. The special effects are amazing for that era when it was made in the 50s.
Yeah.
And
and Disney
way ahead of its time.
Disney nailed doing an adaptation from Jules' novel, from Jules Verne.
Oh my gosh. Totally nailed it.
Yeah.
Totally nailed
Now I
it.
forget, were there any other film adaptations from Jules Verne books besides 20,000 Leagues?
You're gonna have to give me some time on that. I know there were.
I know.
But yeah, definitely.
Because I don't even really, you don't really know that well?
No, I don't.
Me neither. 20,000 Leagues seems to be the one that everybody knows so well.
Well, 20,000 Leagues was the best done, I think, too. So.
And I think one of Jules Verne's best books that he ever written.
Yeah, he'd ever written, yes.
Yeah. So, and how do we give this out of stars?
5 stars, 10. 10.
No,
plus.
10 out for me. 10 out of 10. It's
10 out of 10. Question, no question.
And of course, 2 thumbs up for 20,000 Leagues. And you guys let us know what you think of 20,000 Leagues if you've ever seen it, and if you haven't, hey, it's on Disney Plus, so definitely. So again, we give this 2 thumbs up and 10 out of 10. We hope you guys enjoyed our review of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And up next, reviewing the King of the Wild Frontier himself,
Davy Crockett.
Yep. So stay tuned for that. Again, we hope you enjoyed our review of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10, and we'll see you guys in the next video/review video. And of course, continuing on with the review marathon of live-action classic Disney films. Take care, and peace out.